It is Thursday, April the 6th, 2023. Currently 12 minutes past the 9 o'clock hour. I am James. You are you. We are here for a very special and heartfelt bonus episode of the show that won't go away. Of course, we are talking about At Home with me, aka James, live on Twitch, the internet's nerdiest website. Can you believe it? We're here. We've done it. We have made it. While many people are still without power and electricity, not only do we have one show earlier this week, no, we add a second show. If you were here this past Monday, it was kind of an ice storm from a technological standpoint in the at-home world. I had no techs. I had no Dimitri. I had no Dave. Zero technical director. I did it live. I did it alone for over 60 minutes. So, with that being said, I add a new nickname to a long and ever-growing list of nicknames that I've got. They call me Lil Cutie. They call me the Cool Breeze Lover. And now they call me the 60-Minute Man. And I have to say, when I woke up and I carried on with my day and realized we could, we should, and we will add a bonus show, I looked in the mirror and I said, if anyone can do it with your little friends, it's you. And then I thought, you know what, James? There's a reason they call you Lil Cutie, because you're looking pretty good today. That is, until I noticed this. Of all the places to pop a zit, the middle of my forehead. So bad that it emits flatulent-like sounds when tapped with a finger or a pen, either poked or prodded. Other people would say, I don't look my best. I can't do the show. Me, I'm over here looking and feeling as confident as usual. Of course, it is Ice Storm 23, not only on this show, but in the province of Quebec, whereas mentioned only moments ago, there are many people without power, electricity, so on and so forth. But we hope to give you some entertainment for the next hour and change. But at the same time, we want to be edutainment. What is that? It is educational and entertaining all in one. Edutainment. That is why we have got a field reporter who is going to be coming to us periodically throughout the night, giving us updates, news, and all of the happenings in real time. So without any further ado, let us please welcome in the field the show's first ever weatherman. It's Dimitri Kyres. Dimitri, tell us what's happening. Where are you right now? Looks like absolute hell.
Hey, James, can you hear me all right? Am I coming in okay?
Yeah, loud and clear.
Okay. Yeah, as you can see, I'm currently in the plateau area right now where a massive tree trunk has fallen over in what's being called Ice Storm 23, of course alluding to Ice Storm 98, which was a devastating event that hit Montreal. They're calling this Mini-Me. From Austin Powers fame. Have you seen the movie Austin Powers?
You're saying, yeah, this is the Vern Troyer of Ice Storm.
Well, they're not saying Vern Troyer because then they would have to pay Vern Troyer royalties for using the name.
He's dead.
Well, you can't use Stand By Me because that's owned by Sony. I'm sure somebody owns Vern Troyer's name. It's probably Austin Powers.
The fictional character.
I'm just a weatherman. I'm unaware of
Dimitri, speaking
Hollywood.
of devastating, not only has a tree fallen on that plateau street, it looks like there's a man carrying his groceries frozen head to toe, stuck in a bent over position.
The gentleman does appear to be the gentleman either appears to be falling over very slowly or is navigating their way back home.
Now, you said you're coming to us from the plateau. What street are you on?
This is devastating. This used to be St. Viator's Street, but where a beautiful indie coffee shops and some nice decent pizza is now rendered into a hellscape. A post-apocalyptic.
Now, you said the plateau, St. Viator's in the Mile End.
It's Plateau Mile End. It's hard to draw. Where once we had lines It's impossible to draw them any longer. It's blurred.
So you're saying that this devastating ice storm has created a city without borders?
A city without borders, a city without boroughs, a city without brotherly love. Camaraderie has been thrown out the window, and chaos and mayhem reign supreme.
Okay, well, on that topic, what else are you seeing? You said there's chaos, there's no brotherly love. What's going on?
Well, people seem to have start beginning to fend for themselves. Of course, half of the population of Montreal currently does not have any power. Those who are fortunate enough to have power are beginning to create some sort of a cutthroat merchant republic. Basically selling off what little power they own and selling it at a premium for those without it. And it's creating quite the class divide here in Montreal.
You're saying people are selling their electricity?
Putting it in Tupperwares, charging up AA, AAAs, throwing them, putting them in a sock and lobbing out the window, and some kind of pulley system. I'm out here seeing pulley systems down the window, and people are sending and shooting down AA and AAA batteries onto children.
Yeah, this couldn't be any further from what's going on in St.
Charging
Henry.
your blenders, charging your blenders, charging your home devices, charging your sex devices as well, James.
Oh, easy.
Well, I'm just here reporting the news. People seem to be unable to charge their sexual devices. And
Wait, so you're saying that people in the plateau are getting overwhelmed and horny because their sex devices are without power?
I'm reporting that. I'm definitely reporting that. That's coming in live right now.
Remember, you're just a weather person here. We've asked you to be a weather person.
I'm reporting the weather and everything that is a symptom of the bad weather.
Sure.
So that's what I pay me more if I'm going to report some weather personally. Additionally to the weather.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like there's a lot of horns going off out there.
Yeah. People see. Well, the people are trying to get to work, and this asshole is blocking the way.
Again, he looks frozen.
Either he's fallen. I've asked the gentleman if he needs some help.
Now, can you go over and talk to him?
I could go talk to him. Would you give me a moment?
Sure.
Hey, why you bent down there? Excuse me. Oh, I see. They dropped their sexual device on the ground, and it's slipping around in their fingertips.
Well, it's tough when it's this cold out. As I was saying, I'm as you know, the show's located in St. Henry. It really could not have been a nicer April day here today.
Yeah, it seems to be different boroughs are completely isolated from the devastation that they were hit with. Some boroughs, might as well be Bahamas weather. In other boroughs, absolute devastation, and people are holding their loved ones together. People are getting desperate, though. That's something I can report. People are starting to get very desperate. They're flocking, they're moving, they're getting out of their burnt-out, decrepit houses. They have no power in, and they're seeking warmth. They're seeking warmth right now.
Now, we're going to be checking in with you later on. Are you going to be coming to us somewhere else in the city, or are you centralized in the Plateau, Mile End area right now?
I'll be moving around. I think I'm going to be making my way downtown, which has also been hit pretty hard right now, James.
Okay.
And I'll be going over there if I can get past this gentleman. That's going to be the hard part right now. Is the tree's one thing, but the gentleman is holding up, I'd probably say, about 50 cars right now.
All right, well, what we're going to do is we will have Devin check in with you when you've made your way downtown, and hopefully that man picks up, as you put it, his sexual device, and you can make your way under that tree and southwest.
It's Ice Storm 23. I hope you hold all your loved ones close, and if, for God's sake, if your sexual device does not have any batteries in it, I suggest you find one of the power barons, is what they're calling themselves, and get yourself some AAA, AA, whatever you can get. James, we're freezing out here. I gotta get going. My camera's frozen. We gotta get going. All right.
Yeah, you're looking frozen there. That's certain. You are looking frozen.
Bye.
That's Dimitri Kyres in the field. We're gonna move on. We'll be checking in with Dimitri later on as he makes his way downtown to give us another weather update as part of Ice Storm 23 coverage for the next 40 minutes or so right here on twitch.tv/@home-with-James. Again, this is a bonus episode, which means I worked feverishly to get not only some guests, but the best guests. So let's welcome our Ice Storm 23 panel. It's Ariel and Sarah Ellis.
Huh?
Sarah, let's start with you. You're looking awfully cozy in your home.
Yes.
How has Ice Storm 23 been treating you today as well as last night?
It was completely uneventful. I never
Yes.
lost power. I didn't realize it was a thing until I started getting in the group text a bunch of people, do you have power? Is
Yeah.
everyone okay? Everyone's checking in. I'm like, what's the big deal?
Yeah. I feel
I was
awfully
fine.
similarly because interestingly enough, my home is usually susceptible to weather irregularities. So the fact that I have not lost weather means that karma is on my side. Ariel, let's go to you. Ice Storm 23. Give us an update. Again, as always, you look like you're coming to us from a detention center.
Yes, I'm in
Live
the
from the
bunker.
ladies' prison. It's Ariel
Yeah.
Daru.
I'm still incarcerated, James.
Yeah, well, and luckily they're letting you out for a call time for an hour. Has Ice
Yes.
Storm 23 affected you in the least?
Not me, because we did not lose power, but I had to go to work yesterday to an event on a hill at McGill, and I had to wear crampons, and it was scary.
Now, okay,
Yes.
so I was alarmed for a second at the word crampons, and then I realized those are the things that you attach to your boots and or shoes.
Yes, not in other areas.
All right, fair enough. Okay, well, I want to get into it. Do we know anyone who's been affected? Now, Sarah, you mentioned that you were receiving and getting blasted with group messages. I saw on social media multiple people today. Just it was like an open casting call. Hey, if you need anywhere to stay, come over. And I thought, file that under something I would never ever do, because it feels like you're barking up the wrong tree. Hey, anyone want to come over?
No thanks. No.
Yeah.
I checked the map because everyone was like, it's everywhere. So I checked the outages map, and my house is just beyond the little red line.
Right.
And then I realized right in my back, like right at the back of my house, a giant tree had fallen on a power line, and all my neighbors were without power.
Yeah.
I don't want them coming over, though.
Yeah, of course. Why would you ever want your neighbors coming over? If someone wanted to propose coming to my house and I didn't want them there, I would most certainly just like, I can't. No, I'm not home. I'm at the mall.
Which
Ariel,
mall?
Oh, I would give the most least desirable. I'm at Plaza Côte Neige.
Oh God.
I'm at Place Vertu. I'm at Carrefour en Grignon.
Wilder
Nice that no one wants to make it all the way to the edge of the green line. Ariel, how about you? Has anyone tried to make their way over to your home?
No. People know they can't come here ever.
Yeah, now this is interesting. I don't think I know anyone that's been to your home.
No one comes here.
Now, what is that, by design or by accident?
I think by design.
Okay, well, I want to, as this show is known for, I want to veer off topic here a little bit.
No, I don't want to talk.
No, Ariel, just relax. Nothing bad is going to happen. Sarah, I want to go to you. In the case that you had a couple friends who you would be more than happy to welcome into your home, would you be happy to entertain a few people for a couple hours in your home? Do you like hosting?
I don't think I'm a very good host.
Sure.
It stresses me out. I'm always worried. I'm like, what if people aren't having a good time? What if they see my mess and then they're judging me? And
okay, so do you feel like you have a messy home?
I do. I know I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not a big host either. I have a very tiny home. Ariel, you've been in my home some years ago. It's very condensed. Over the holidays, when we did the 2022 at-home Christmas tree lighting, I hosted this show here while a large party of people hung out in my kitchen to my left. I'm not in love with many people being over, but I will tolerate it. Ariel, let's go to you. Why do you not like hosting? And again, this question is only as difficult as you allow it to be.
I don't mind hosting, but my house is also messy, so it needs a lot of cleanup.
What kind of mess? Because I think we all have a bit of clutter, right? What kind of mess, Ariel, do you have in the case that people wanted to come over during Ice Storm 23?
Just like clutter, but it's not crazy. I'm not a hoarder.
Oh, yeah, no one's saying you are. Now, do you have like bills hanging around and envelopes and like boxes of cereal that have been there for ages, and you think, why don't I throw this out?
No, the boxes of cereal, that's like should be on TLC if you have that.
Sure. Oh, well, now, would you define your mess? Because we're going to talk to Sarah, and then I'll define my mess.
It's actually, you know what? It's not that messy. I think I used to be way messier, but because of the person I live with, I have to contain it.
Right. And
Yeah.
you live with?
A certain man who enjoys a lot of porn.
Now,
Okay.
oh, Ariel, your mic is very hot over there.
Yes.
Sarah, let's go to you. How would you define your mess at home?
I try to contain it to the bedroom, but I don't succeed. It's a lot of stuff, like a lot of like hobby stuff that's just lying
Yes.
around. Dishes. I'm really bad at with mugs. I'll have like 12 mugs all over the place,
Yeah.
which is bad.
I don't want to generalize, but I feel that there's a comfort level with the three of us. I feel like women like a lot of mugs.
I do.
Yes.
I have I have a
and I
different
will
mug for
preface
different
this
drinks.
in my experiences. Lots
Mm.
of never single-use mugs, multi-use around the place. But you know what? We leave the toilet seat up.
No, I think it's oh,
Ariel, that mic is really hot over there. So
Oh,
just relax.
James.
Now, Sarah, I sympathize because I have what I call an organized mess. I have a lot of Coca-Cola collectibles, but I very much enjoy organizing it. My bedroom is not endearing on any level. Over the years, let's just say the company that I enjoy or the company that enjoys my company often remarks on how my bedroom needs some fixing up.
Oh God. Well, last time I did have a lot of people in my house. It was a surprise for me for my birthday, and I reacted very poorly. And the first thing I did was tell people I said no.
Yeah.
They yelled surprise, and I said no.
Yeah, but
and
a surprise party in your own home it's difficult.
It
in
was
your own
awful.
home, if it was at a restaurant or if you're going to like whatever, a shared space or someone else's home, when it's your own home, I feel the same way. Like, where are people putting their coats, this, that, and the other?
Yeah. First thing I did was like I made sure to close all the doors to the rooms I didn't want people to see. I was like, no, and then I'm like, well, they're here, and then I close the bedroom door,
Look, at some rooms I think should be off limits at a party. Now, as we move on, I want to talk about this. Of the three of us, if we were to have a 3-person hangout, whose home is most likely to host?
Yours.
I was going to say the same because it feels like of all the insecurities coming out, it feels like I am the least insecure. I don't love my bedroom, but I wouldn't close the door. I'd say, here's my bedroom, everyone.
We
Really?
can hang it. You would?
You'd be like, hey, take a look.
I mean, look, like, I don't care that much. To me, it's like, as long as I give my bathroom a good scrub when I know that I'm having guests over, that's what I want to do.
Do you make your bed every day?
Yes.
Oh.
I'm quite tidy.
Do you
Ariel, do you?
Yes. Well, Dale does.
Well, Dale who?
Oh, I don't know. Mr. Porn.
Oh.
Yes.
Now, what were you saying? Do I have Coke paraphernalia?
In your bedroom.
Very, very little. I've got a Coke lamp on my nightstand.
Aww.
I have little to no decor in my bedroom because it's the room I spend the least amount of time in, so I don't care what it looks like.
Damn, I'm just imagining a white box with like a bed in the middle.
Yeah.
The bed is in the middle of the room. That is correct. It is in the middle of the room.
Wait, like not pushed up against a wall?
No, it's in the middle of the room.
No.
Yes, I swear to you. I swear to you, it's in the middle of the room.
Why is it not against the wall?
I don't know.
No. This is a problem. This is a problem. And
I don't disagree with you. And on my to-do list, 2023, it is decorate my bedroom. Now,
no, but wait.
Okay,
Why is it not against a wall?
Yeah, it's like an island?
Yeah.
It is like an island. So here's the reason. When I first moved in, this was 2011. So we're looking at, this is over 10 years ago. So I'm in my early 20s. I don't have an eye for decor at that moment. I don't visualize these things. So I just think, oh, I'll put it here. And up to this point, it has just become the way that it is. The only thing that I can say now is I have kind of that heating dock that lines the bottom of your floor. So in my brain, it's where am I going to put it so I can regulate the heat and it can be circulated, but I know that that's not logical. I'm not defending any of this.
Wait, what's a heating dock?
It's not a furnace, the heater.
Oh,
like
just the heater, like a space,
the heating panel, right?
A pan, yeah.
It runs along the bottom, and if I were going to put it up against the wall, it would be there. So if I do put it up against the wall, it's up against one of the side walls, and that feels also weird.
But so it's like in a motel, it's in the middle of the room, like there should be steps going up to it. And you have like romance.
And I will say this, I do have a bed frame. I have a bed frame. There's no headboard though. The bed is like an island. I've got a shelf with various items, but there is some decorating that I feel like my bedroom is where I would put a lot of my like theater and production based memories.
Like a trophy shelf.
Sort of, yeah, exactly. And I do have a big needle stitch that was gifted to me by someone of a naked lady. And I really would like to put that up on my wall, but I am.
How big is it?
It's I would say quite large.
That could be your headboard.
Huge.
Would you like? I can go get. Would you like for me to go get it?
Yes, please.
Yes.
Okay, so this is what this is what I'm going to need for the both of you to do is I want you to talk amongst yourselves. We had a production note from Devin that said, "Guess what else is in James's bedroom?" So I feel like this is a good opportunity. What else is going on in James's bedroom as I go and get this naked lady needle stitch? Remember, folks, it's part of Ice Storm 23.
Okay, you know what I want to know, Sarah? Is if he has like a novelty bedspread.
Ooh, like a Spider-Man. Just yeah. I don't know.
Knowing him, it would be Coke or Christmas.
Yeah, it's a Santa. It's a big Santa face.
Just his head.
Yeah. Like one of the smiley ones, like you get on like chocolates, like just the beard. I think there's gonna be a cup of water.
Yeah,
like, just on the floor.
There has to be moisturizer because he's a growing man.
Dry boy.
Yeah. Dry boy.
Okay, so I heard a lot of these predictions, and I can say that with 100% certainty, you're incorrect about all of them. I do not have a novelty bedspread. It's just a generic comforter. I don't bring glasses of water to bed ever, so there's no cups, and I can assure you I keep my moisturizer in my bathroom cabinet.
All right. No toiletries in your bedroom.
No.
Do you have a dresser?
I do have a dresser. I've got a dresser and a very big closet where I keep my girlfriend.
Let's see.
All right.
Turn it around.
Here we go. Let's making her debut appearance on the At Home Show.
Ooh, that's really nice. I love it.
Now, we can't play this song for more than 15 seconds or we're going to get scrubbed for terms of services.
Wow.
Yeah, isn't she beautiful?
I love everything about her. I mean,
it's really nice.
But I have an important question.
Yeah.
Is it possible that I may recognize her from someone we know's home who had it previously?
It is not possible. It is probable.
All right.
This belonged to a mutual friend of ours, and when he was moving in with his significant other.
Just do like a.
Yeah, well, yeah, we're getting a production note. We should probably take my girlfriend off of the off of the screen here, which I think is fair. Yeah, this was gifted to me from a mutual friend whose significant other did not want it in her home upon his moving in.
Why not?
I actually totally understand and respect that decision.
Yeah, so I feel like I need to keep the leg. It's been in my bedroom closet for an awful long time.
James, she wants to look at you when you go to sleep.
Yeah, display it.
The feeling is mutual.
What's her name, James?
At one point, she had a name. It was named after someone we know, but I'm not going to share the name.
Oh, come on!
I won't share the name on the show.
It's uncanny.
But I'm gonna move on. I want to chat again. It's Ice Storm 23. It would be only apropos if we discuss the original Ice Storm, Ice Storm 98. So we're going to go around the horn. I was 11 years old during Ice Storm 98. Sarah, how old were you?
I was 6 years
6.
old.
Ariel, how old were you?
Since I'm the old lady on the panel, I was 17.
You're not the old lady.
Not the
Look,
old lady.
when you
Oh,
hear
I'm okay.
6 and 17, it's quite a leap, right?
Yeah.
17 and 11 feels like a leap, but then when you get to being of age, it's like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I want to go around the horn here. Memories of Ice Storm 98. Sarah, let's go to you. Are there any memories as a 6-year-old during an ice storm?
Well, I think the one that like pops in is so we had like we had canned soup and we had a fondue set that used propane, I guess.
Sure.
So I remember using, like, my mom using that to like heat up the soup because
So
we didn't have
your power did go out.
I remember being cold and the lights being out. So I'm assuming that's why we used the.
Do you have any
the fondue
recollection
thing.
of how long the power was out for? Because I can say right now, mine went out for probably 6 hours in total. We left the house, went out to have
Wow.
dinner, went tobogganing, came back, and it was on.
Oh, nice.
So for me, Ice Storm 98 was an unbelievable experience. We missed like 2 weeks of school.
Nice.
So you're over there. I'm over here having a little toboggan night, eating pizza at the pizzeria. You're warming up canned soup and you're cold, Sarah.
Yeah, but I don't think it was like, I don't think it was dire. Like, I'm pretty sure but this is things I remember my parents saying, like, we went to someone's house. I think we went to my grandparents' house because they had
Got it.
Power. So we weren't like suffering.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, Ariel, you provided a very interesting tidbit prior to coming on the air, which really threw me through a loop based on tonight's topic, because I knew that I needed Quebecers on this show. Ariel, what are your memories of Ice Storm 98?
0.
Tell us why. And guess what, folks? She wasn't in a coma.
That was for another time. I was in Toronto at my grandparents because it was CJET break. So I had just gone to visit them, and then the ice storm hit, and my parents were like, do not come back here.
Now, how long in between leaving and the ice storm was it? Was it like a day, a couple days?
I think a couple days.
Okay, so you had this extended stay in Toronto. When you got back, was the remnant still there? Was it still?
I missed every single thing.
Wow.
So
okay.
Yesterday I was excited because it was like I'm experiencing it.
So you were sad that you weren't in Quebec while people were barbecuing inside of their homes and passing away due to poisonings.
Yeah. Listen, I just wanted to feel the opportunity with everyone.
Yeah,
you didn't FOMO.
You didn't get to be here every night turning on the 6 o'clock news and seeing Mitsumi Takahashi and Bill Hoagland talking about Ice Storm 98.
On Pulse.
Yeah, on Pulse News, the one to watch, CFCF 12. Now let's pivot away here. Any great memories of CFCF 12, Ariel?
I mean, yes.
Now, former weatherman Don McGowan passed away recently.
I know, R.I.P.
And host of Travel.
The best. A lot of memories. I mean, but I don't know if nothing like stands out. Just like the fact that Mitsumi's still on air. We got to bow down.
Yeah, she's a Montreal legend.
Yeah.
Queen.
Sarah, any CFCF 12 memories?
I don't think of the news, but I think of
fashion TV on the weekend.
Oh yeah, we had that. But I remember I was more of a CBC person, so it was like Disney nights on CBC where they
that was
Disney
usually
movies.
Sundays. Yeah.
Sunday at 6.
I was a CFCF 12 kid, born and raised, born and bred.
Remember TQS?
Oh, Le Mouton Noir de Télé, which translates to the black sheep of television, where many people probably had their first pornographic experiences.
Yeah, if you watch late enough.
If you watch, 11:30 at night, Bleu Nuit. Yeah. Ariel, any memories of Bleu Nuit?
You know what? I never saw it.
Why?
I don't know, because we didn't have cable, so we wouldn't have had it, right?
It was a standard channel.
It was cable? Yeah, it's just standard.
Yeah, 35.
I don't know. I literally never seen Bleu Nuit. Is it
Sarah,
still
any
on?
memories of Bleu Nuit?
Yeah, but it was on.
Let's continue with tonight's topic. So we blasted through Ice Storm 98. I thought that was going to take up the bulk of this show. I was incorrect. And this is why I've planned backup topics based around ice storms. I want to know what happens or what happened to us maybe as kids, teenagers, and now dealing with it as adults. When the power goes out, how do you cope? How do you feel? Sarah, let's start with you.
I like it because no one can get in touch with me.
Oh, so you enjoy being off the grid.
I love it. I love not being reachable. So I don't know, it feels really freeing. It's like, oh, everyone understands if you're not answering them real quick. They just assume your internet's out too. So I don't know, it feels like you can like slow down and just like, I don't know, enjoy.
Yeah, go back to a bygone time where connecting wasn't as simple. Ariel, how about you? Memories of the power going out?
I think it's exciting because it's like something's going on.
Yeah, it kind of takes you back to those youngster years where it's
Yes.
like, we got to get the candles and get out the Ouija board.
Yeah, oh, the Ouija board. My mom used to like do the Ouija board and pretend. Anyway, we can talk about that. Anyway.
Did we just hit a button, Ariel? I feel like there's been a lot
All
of
right, you're just hitting my button.
Yeah. What's going on, Ariel? There's a lot to. I feel like, hold on, let me write this down.
No.
Episode idea. Ariel Guru exposed.
No.
Once and for all.
No.
Oh man, things are gonna get bad to the bone.
You know what? That's one of my nicknames.
Bad to
Bad
the
to the
bone?
bone?
Bone.
Why bone?
No.
We'll save that for the episode where
All
it's
right.
Ariel Guru
All right,
exposed
all right,
once
all
and
right.
for all. Now, Sarah, did you have any fun activities when the power went out as a youngster, or maybe even currently?
I'm trying to think. I mean, we'd play outside. Like I lived in a well, my parents still live there at like a circle. And so in the middle of the circle there's a big there's a lamp post, and it's also where the snow removal trucks would dump a lot of snow, so it would turn into this giant mountain, like really, really high, and we would be able, like all the kids that lived in the circle, we would take our little slip and slide things, and we would like
the magic
that.
carpet or the saucer.
Yeah, the saucers. That's what I
Got it.
had. And so we do that, and we would just play outside, and then we'd like burrow and like make a little igloo type thing, and
Which
like
is
bring our snacks.
awfully dangerous.
Yeah, when you think about it.
When you really think about, there's probably some kids that were crushed.
For sure.
Did
It
you
was
know
not.
any?
No, ours were structurally sound. No crushes.
What about you, Ariel? Do you have kids that were crushed?
No. Unfortunately.
Look at you laughing. Oh, unfortunately, Ariel doesn't know crushed kids. If you're just tuning in, this is the Ice Storm 23 edition of At Home with James. In just a few moments, we're going to be checking in with Dimitri Kyres, who is live on site. He is our weather correspondent. Before we do that, I'm curious to know, has anyone's power gone out during the summer? Because summer 2021, my power went out for 2 days during a heat wave. So I booked a hotel room and stayed there for the night because I was so bored and hot. My building gets awfully hot. Yes, damn. I booked a hotel room downtown for the night.
Was it a staycation?
It was, yes.
Hotel room?
Was it what?
Sexy?
No, yeah, I was so sexy. I got the sexy honeymoon suite all to myself.
Well, you can't waste a good hotel room in your own city.
Look, I feel like there's so much that goes on this show about my love life and my eroticism. So I've had enough. So what I'm going to do is this. The person that I was at the hotel room is in my home right now. Babe, why don't you just it's fine. It doesn't matter anymore. Just let me go get her. I'll go get her. Let me just go get her.
Wow.
Breaking news.
Matter. Just come on. Don't worry about
it.
Yeah, she's we had a great night at that downtown hotel room. It was
Wow.
real sexy. Let's.
Oh, you have a foot fetish, James. I never knew.
Well, it's important to explore things along the way. Yeah, has anyone's power gone out during non-winter months?
I think so, but
I think so. But you just go to the mall or somewhere with air
Oh yeah,
conditioning.
I another time when my power went out, I went and saw Entourage the movie just to get air conditioning.
There wasn't anything else.
That
Play.
was the best possible option, and up to that point, I had seen the entire series.
Oh, damn, turtle fan.
Well, I'm more of a Johnny Drama guy myself.
God.
I want to we're gonna have Dimitri joining us in just a second, so you will be alongside the both of us as well as the audience live and in living color as we check in with Dimitri Kyres. Dimitri, are you out there? Are you on the streets?
Yeah, James,
Yeah,
hey.
you look like you're downtown, that's for sure.
Hey, James, how's it going?
Really good. You're on live right now with Sarah and Ariel, Dimitri.
Okay, God bless. You two staying warm?
Yeah.
Staying warm.
How are you?
Yeah.
It's, well, I've been better. It's chaos out here. Pandemonium.
Are you on Crescent?
I'm on Crescent Street. Decided to come downtown to see what was going on here. There's a few backup generator lights that are open. It might seem on the outside that there's power, but there's absolutely no power going on over here.
Okay, so all of the lights that we see, those decorations, the traffic lights, those are generator operated.
Everything is on AAA and double A right now, just to make sure that people don't accidentally bump into each other.
Sure.
In the darkness.
Well, it looks like there's a very heavy police presence.
Yeah, there is. Yeah, there is. And I'll tell you why. Looting and pillaging has begun in the downtown core. Zara, Zara, H&M, and the Warhammer store have all been hit.
Wait, the Warhammer store inside the Eaton Center?
Yeah, for people who are not aware, the Warhammer store, minifigurines depicting ancient and 40,000 foes clashing in what appears to be a perpetual combat. Looters have appeared to have targeted the location and have robbed the blind.
Are the looters, is a heavy nerd presence?
Mark Rowland was cited stealing a pretty hefty sum of figurines, which is disappointing. And they're all here. They're all here because they want to prevent some of the chaos from spreading.
Now, coming in from the chat, High Score Run writes, are the cops there for Dimitri?
Whoa! Not yet. Not yet. I haven't myself been peaked, but I'll tell you what's going on, James. The ice storm has awoken something in people. You mentioned a bygone era. It seems that people are getting, primal. Like almost.
How do you mean?
I think that this ice storm, the lack of societal restraints and framework and obligations, the lack of structure, the fall of democracy and capital, can you hear that?
Yeah.
Are you okay?
I'm okay. It's okay.
They're shooting at you.
The police have historically always kept people safe. So I feel very okay being out here. That's what you hear right now is the Warhammer store on Crescent also getting hit.
Wait, they opened up a location on Crescent?
Yeah, they just opened up yesterday, James.
Wow. Of all the days to open. Now, you mentioned that societal convention is being thrown out the window?
It's like thrown out the window like a shit-stained pair of pants. It's being tossed out. And you know what's being birthed? A new world order. I feel like people here in Montreal, with the lack of warmth and the lack of power, are going back to their animal instincts and are becoming primal. On my way here, there was a long line of people trying to get into this, what appeared to be big warehouse, looking to warmth themselves. I myself did not gain access, but I will be headed there right after this to report what's going on there. There seems to be a long line of people without power looking for warmth to get in there.
Well, I'm curious to know, Ariel, how do you feel about this breaking news that society is untangling, especially on Crescent Street, a street obviously known for its traditional decorum?
I mean, it seems like we should blame the nerds for all this chaos. Down with nerds.
I've been saying down with nerds for years, Ariel. There's a
Amen.
reason you and I are friends. Sarah, what do you think about this? The unraveling on Crescent Street.
I think a reckoning was coming either way, and I
Yeah.
think this just set them off.
Oh boy.
Oh no!
Oh no!
It's
Be
okay.
careful.
It's all
Are you
right.
sure? Are you sure those sounds aren't coming out of Bistro a Jojo on Saint Denis?
I can check if they're coming out of Bistro or Jojo. I can
All
double
right,
check.
Dimitri, you'll be checking in with us later on from where this warehouse you're trying to get into.
I'm gonna head to the warehouse to see why people are flocking there looking for warmth. They seem to, they don't have power at their house, but there seems to be something else that's driving them. There's a paradigm shift happening right now. I've gone from weatherman to beat reporter to documentarian right now, James.
Yeah, all we wanted to know was about the ice storm, and now you're going into a warehouse. So just please be safe.
James, stay warm out there.
Oh, I'm not out there. We're all inside. We all have power.
Stay warm out there, everybody, because
Be careful.
it's getting
Watch
cold.
your back.
All right.
All right. Well, thanks, Dimitri.
Oh boy, what was that?
Well, those are the sounds of Crescent. Let's get back to it, Ariel and Sarah. That was a wild and shocking turn of events.
I'm worried for that guy.
Any
Yeah.
memories of spending nights on Crescent Street, Sarah?
Oh yeah, I actually worked at a restaurant on Crescent during
Which one?
Grand Prix. I worked at a Mandy's, the salad place.
Oh my goodness. Okay, which
Yeah.
doesn't seem like it would be a hot spot for the Grand Prix heads, though.
They would, because they only hired girls to work front of house.
Okay, so
Yeah.
so people, the Grand Prix fans see the ladies and they think I need a
Yeah.
big expensive salad.
Yeah, well, a lot of people would come in and they'd be like, "Do you guys have beer?" And we're like, "No, it's like supposed to be a health joint," and then they'd
Yeah.
leave. But because we worked there after work, we'd often go out on Crescent
it.
because we were already there. It's not for me anymore.
Yeah, I don't know if
Loud.
it's for me anymore either. Ariel, let's go to you. Memories of Crescent Street? Go to Winnie's?
Never really did, I'm telling you.
Never eat at Dundee's?
I did.
Yeah.
I went to Funky Town when it existed. I think it was on Crescent.
What's that Italian restaurant that's open there now? Gavino and...
Weinstein and Gavino.
Wine-
Yeah, I went there
Yeah.
last summer, and I felt like I was in the United States of America.
On a date?
It was not on a date, no.
Ugh. Stop
I- it-
disappointing me.
If it was on a I like to take my lady to quieter spots.
Yeah, like
Like
your bedroom
Crowbar.
closet.
Yeah, I like to go to Crowbar. Yeah, and then I drop into Mad Hatters. Like to make her a little jealous by talking to all the 19-year-olds. I will say that I was recently on Crescent and I ate lunch at Hooters.
Oh,
Ooh.
how was it?
Well, it was Monday, so it was all you can eat wings. All right, let's move on to our next topic here. I'm curious to know, when the power is out, how do you occupy your time? Sarah, you talked about the sweet serenity of being disconnected. Is there anything that you like to do or at times enjoy doing when the power was out? We know that Ariel liked to get out the Ouija board and speak to the spirits.
I probably play guitar.
Hold on, you play guitar?
Yep.
This is breaking news.
Mm-hmm.
There it is. That means it's how long have you been playing the guitar?
On and off since I was 13.
Okay, so you know
Wow.
how to play the guitar.
Yeah, I'm not very good. I don't practice often enough.
Everyone who
but-
knows how to play the guitar says they're not good.
No, but I mean it. I'm really not that good.
You're probably functional though. Okay, so you're
functional.
noodling on the guitar. What else do you
Yeah.
do?
If I'm alone, I might sing because I don't
Aw.
want to sing in front of people. So I might play
Okay,
and
now
sing at the same time.
now are you confident in your singing abilities, but just not confident in front of people?
I think I'm serviceable just because I played the piano as a child. So you got like that ear training they
You're
make you
playing
do.
the piano, you're playing the guitar, and you're a singer. Sarah, what?
I'm not a singer. Do not.
Yeah,
That's not.
yeah.
It, no.
We're learning about both of you tonight. Sarah, you have hidden talents, and Ariel wishes that children had died under her watch during Ice Storm 98 under homemade igloos. Ariel, how are you spending time while the power's out?
Like now?
It could be any time.
When I was a kid, I'd make like forts and stuff like that.
Okay, so you're going out in the snow, or do you mean like forts
No, like
with
inside.
blankies
Like with
and couch
flashlights.
cushions?
Yeah. It's exciting because you're
Now-
like
now,
make a little
okay.
kid.
hypothetically, how would we kill time if the power was out now? You can't leave your house. You can't go to the mall. What do you do to kill time, Ariel? Are you still building a fort?
No, I don't like adult forts. I don't enjoy it.
Okay, so you're not into adults tap. Ariel, your mic is very hot right now.
James.
Ariel, you're not into doing kid things as an adult, because that is a thing, right? Like, oh, let's have a pajama party. Let's watch Disney movies.
Well,
Let's go to an improv theater.
Yeah, exactly. Let's make that a big part of your life.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like kid things at all.
Okay, but like, let's say your friends are like, oh, because you're still friends with some of your high school and elementary school chums.
Yeah.
One of your friends like, oh, wouldn't it be fun if we had a pajama sleepover?
I mean, yeah, I'd do it. I'd be down.
But you wouldn't love it.
No, I'd love it. I just don't want to get in the fort.
Okay,
with
but
anybody.
if they were like, no, let's build a fort.
I mean, I guess if they were like, oh, come on, please build a fort.
And then you'd be like, I'm too big to get in the fort.
Yeah, that's what I'd say.
All right. Sarah, how do you feel about a grown-up fort during a power outage?
I have done that in the past.
All right,
years.
so Ariel might have her beef of the night because you're a grown-up making a fort.
Wait, I don't know.
All right,
It was
let's hold
fun.
on. Sarah, detail this grown-up fort.
Well, it started, so I had in my previous apartment, I had a blow up pool, like one of those like rectangle pools. I bought it specifically to make like this weird nest thing. Anyway, so I blow up the pool, filled it with blankets and
I
pillows.
just want to say Ariel might be teetering on her beef of the night.
I need to know.
Okay, let's continue. You're building a grown-up nest.
Don't say it like that. Don't say it like that. It was the pool, and I filled it with blankets and pillows.
Oh, because that makes it sound so much better. I'm over here calling it a grown-up nest, and you're saying I got a pool and filled it up with blankets and pillows.
Yeah, and then I had chairs on both sides, and then I had a big sheet over the chairs, so it made like a little, like a
you know what's very audacious is that I leave the show for a second, and you're both. He's got Santa Claus sheets. Yeah, he probably has this and that and cups and creams. You're over here building a grown-up nest with sheets, pillows, and a pool. But somehow I'm the sicko.
Why is it called the nest? Like
it was just a pool filled with blankets, and my roommate was like, "Oh, it's like a nest."
Oh.
Now, was this roommate imaginary?
No, they were very, very real.
All right.
And they came into the pool nest fort, and they were fine with it.
Okay, so it sounds like Sarah has occupied her time doing something like this. But Ariel, we still don't have an answer from you. How would you occupy your time? The power's out. What are you going to do for fun?
I might read.
Now, what do you read? Charlotte's Web?
No.
Rainbow fish.
Read stuff. What's rainbow fish?
Rainbow fish?
Yeah.
It's a book. It's about a fish who has rainbow scales, and like I think
the people who've been burgling the Warhammer store love it. So Ariel, you're gonna read.
Yeah.
Got it. Understood.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No nests.
No nests. Now, I have one more topic based on power outages. Now, this one came from Devin, our production assistant, and I wrote this down. So I don't want this to sound like this is coming from me. Quote, horny when power is out. Now, Sarah, you alluded to this earlier. Is it sexy when the power goes out? Ariel, let's start with you.
Let's not start with me.
Well, we got to start with somebody. It's 50-50 here. Come on, Bones, you're on the clock. Look, I'm not asking, nor do I want details.
Yes, I'll just say yes.
Okay, now this show is notorious for, is it sexy during, whether it's Christmas, New Year's, Halloween? This is the first ever, is it sexy when the electricity is out? And I can safely say this. I've never once considered sexiness during power going out because I associate it more to, well, this is a pain in the rear end.
Well, wait. You've never, what? How's that possible? There's candles.
Scandals.
Candles and hopefully
Oh, candles.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want. Yeah. Scandals and
Scand-
candles when the electricity goes out and it's sexual side effects. A 3-part series on At Home with James. I don't have candles here.
What?
Okay, so you're saying that I should get candles in the case that the power goes out. I
Yeah.
can light them and I'm enjoying the company of another.
Yeah, and you and your lady, your wool lady, can like.
Wait,
you
what'd
know-
you just say? My old lady?
No, wool, whatever she's made out of. She's made out of like embroidery. right?
Needle stitch,
String?
yes.
Oh, needle stitch woman. All right.
Don't talk about her that way. Okay, so you're okay.
Name
Yeah.
out your fucking mouth. Keep my wife's name.
Baba Bowie.
Yeah, Ariel. Okay, so you're saying I should have candles for when the power goes out, not only to create a sense of light and directional awareness, but in case things want to get sexy. Thanks, Bones. Sarah, let's go to you. Is it sexy when the power goes out?
I think more in the winter than the summer. When the summer you just get hot and sweaty and like it's not.
Which some
I don't
people
think.
might think is sexy.
Yeah, but not me. But in the winter, when it's cold and it's like, ooh, we got a kettle for warmth. That can
Is
be
that
sexy.
the voice that you're using?
Yeah, and it works every time.
Yeah. Okay, so it sounds like the consensus is it can be a little bit arousing when the power goes out.
You should try it, James.
Well, my power didn't go out.
You could cut the. You could.
Yeah,
you could
yeah,
switch
yeah,
the
let me-
breaker.
Let me just turn off all the breakers in my
Yeah.
home to simulate the power going out to see how sexy I do and or don't feel.
The role play thing.
Yeah, I'll do with my my lady who shall remain nameless.
You can pretend you're Monsieur Hydro-Québec.
Okay, so I'm coming
Yeah.
in. Now, is the role play me with myself or I'm playing James, but also Monsieur Hydro-Québec?
You play both.
You're playing both.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
playing both. So I'm James. I'm playing myself, but I'm also a Hydro-Québec
Yeah.
repairman, and I'm creating an erotic scenario in between the both of us.
Mhm. You need a mirror.
Yeah, okay. Well, so far we've accomplished in this topic is create James erotic fan fiction.
Listen, that's nerdy, and that goes with the topics of the night.
Well, in terms of the topics of tonight, we have reached our finality as it pertains to Ice Storm 23. Any projections? Will it be over as of tomorrow going into the weekend? Sarah, any thoughts on your end? We'll begin with you.
I hope so. I hope people get to. I know people have Easter plans, so it'd be
Mhm.
nice if they had power for that.
Yeah, that is
Spend
true.
time
That
with
is true.
family.
Ariel, how about you? Predictions?
You know what? I just saw a picture of Fairview, the mall. There's charging stations. I'm a little worried for the people. It's supposed to be done by tomorrow, but I think it might go longer.
Well, as we begin to wind down, Sarah, you mentioned Easter. Do you have any Easter weekend plans?
Yeah, I have a brunch with my family on the Sunday. We're gonna go out for brunch with my grandparents, and all my cousins are coming.
So this is a big family affair. Are you guys going to Egg-cetera or Expectations, Shea Cora, Tutti
No.
Frutti?
We're going to some place in Laval called I don't remember, Sequoia? I don't know, someplace in Laval.
All right, so you're going to the 450. Ariel,
Yeah.
you mentioned earlier today as we were chatting on Messenger, you might be eating an Easter ham. Is that still on the docket?
Ooh.
Yeah, I think my best friend is cooking an Easter ham, and I might go eat it.
No, anything you're hoping for all the sides?
Oh, like a nice scalloped potato would be nice.
Oh,
Chili.
yeah, nice side of chili.
With your ham? What?
Yeah, some ham, scalloped potatoes, and a big bowl of chili.
I guess,
And then
I
you
guess
build a
that's-
nice fort with your sheets and cushions and have a
In her
sexy...
nest.
That's
Yeah.
that's what my family makes. We have chili with the ham. There's
That's
chili next-
awesome, actually.
Well,
I've just
maybe
never
we'll have
heard
to...
that in my life.
Let me,
Okay, I was-
this- I feel like we've got our topic for Monday. It's is Monday still Easter? It's Easter Monday, or is it
Mhm.
over
Yeah.
on Monday?
Yeah.
I don't know if we've ever done an Easter episode, so that's what we'll be doing potentially a few days from tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're both going to check in, or rather, the three of us are going to check in with Dimitri. He is now, I guess, our documentarian. Dimitri, are you out there, and what is going on as part of Ice Storm 23? Oh, Lord.
Oh my God. Hi, James.
Yeah.
I James, I can't talk too much right now. I've entered the
Why
warehouse.
is that?
I've entered the warehouse, James. Seems that there's something's going on in here.
Yeah, what's the name of this warehouse? Is it the Bear House?
This warehouse?
Yeah, is it the Bear House? Because all I see is skin.
James, society has fallen. It seems that everybody has navigated over to this. Okay, hold on. I gotta put this. Okay, hold on. Our microphone
It sounds like something. It sounds
too
like
hot.
no, yeah, it just sounds like it's hot in there, and they're running out of breath. It looks
Okay.
ritualistic in there.
Yeah, it's a little too. This is a little too intense. It's getting a little intense in here. People are really going. I'm just gonna.
Now, Sarah, let me know if you can see this. Are they in a human nest right now? Does this look familiar to you?
Doesn't quite qualify. There's usually more coverage.
Yeah, and Ariel,
Yeah.
as you can see, there's a lot of candles there.
Oh yeah, real my style to have a big orgy when there's a power.
Well, we don't know. Dimitri, how would you classify this? We don't want to make any assumptions and spread, quote, fake news.
It's an orgy.
It's all right.
100% an orgy.
Confirmed. We're ready to project that an orgy is taking place.
Yeah, people have gone into the Warhammer store, to the warehouse, and now that it's cleared, it's created what I think is the perfect fertile ground for an orgy. To stay warm and to beat the lack of power. Truthfully, truly, it's humanity at its finest is what's around me right now. And this weather reporter is reporting that everyone in here is having a great time.
Yeah, now, it seems like it must not be totally warm in there because they just seem a little bit frozen still.
Yeah, it's slow eroticism. They're still warming up to things. We're currently in the foreplay.
That's foreplay.
Well, this is the first. This weather reporter. Well, look, I'll stick to just reporting the weather and breaking news and documentarian so on. So I'm not going to report what happens during sex.
Yeah, all right. Ariel, any questions for Dimitri? He's live from an orgy.
Is he gonna jump in, take that coat off, and get in there?
Yeah, I might get in there and I might try because as you can see, I'm pretty cold myself and it does look pretty toasty.
Well, yeah, and as an
there.
investigative journalist, you want to be on the ground floor. You want to get elbow deep in the content that you're going to be reporting on.
That's an
Earn
excellent
your
choice.
stripes.
Excellent choice of words. Earn my stripes for sure. I've also saw a couple of Euro sandwiches getting passed around in there, and I'm pretty peckish myself. A full deluxe meal. I saw some nice garlic potatoes, full Euro plates.
Any chili? Any chili over there?
Funny enough, I did see a ham going through.
God.
Yeah, just going through in and out.
Sarah, any questions for Dimitri, who's live from a warehouse where an orgy has broken out featuring people that have just recently looted the Warhammer store?
Well, did they paint the miniatures first, or are they just lying around and then they moved on to the sexy stuff?
I could ask them. Let me get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, funny enough, they are beginning to touch themselves in a romantic way, but at the same time, they're also performing conquest on one another in the form of a group of space marines and Tyranids. They're doing battle right now. So
I'm
pretty
officially
exciting stuff.
banning the word Tyranid from the future of this show.
Well, they don't seem to be too fond of the word of the Tyranids either here, James.
Dimitri, any final thoughts as our coverage on Ice Store 23 comes to an end? Ice Store.
And
Yeah,
James,
sorry, I'm flustered after your use of the word, and may I say abusive use of the word Tyranid. Any closing happenings as part of our coverage of Ice Storm 90? You just had to point it out. You couldn't just let me do it.
All right, James. Well, listen. What I'd like to tell you is Ice Storm 23.
I think you mean Ice Store.
Ice Store 23 has come and gone. These people are beginning to wrap up in here, but it will forever be ingrained in our minds, much like how Ice Store 98 was. But this one for very different reasons, where Ice Store 98 was all about getting with your friends, building nests, and getting your chili next to your ham going, and doing whatever the heck you did when you were 6 and 8. Whereas Ice Store 23 will be remembered as the time we all played Warhammer and screwed each other's brains out. The last thing I'll say, James, is I noticed you had a very special lady with you earlier this evening. I won't say what their names are, but I've spoken to the folks over here, and they say all is welcome at the Ice Store 23 Orgy Pit, and you should come on down and enjoy it.
Got it. Okay. Well, Dimitri, thanks for running that by. High Score Run writes, careful, Dimitri. That ain't ranch dressing in the bowls.
It's not?
Yeah, so...
what have I been putting on my gyro?
Well, Dimitri, look, hopefully...
Wow.
Dimitri, thanks so much for your coverage, and we'll say goodnight to you, Dimitri.
All right, God bless. Hey, happy Ice Storm 23. Embrace it, everybody. I hope you had a beautiful time.
I feel like that as he put it, Orgy Pit is the perfect place to put use to that new mustache that he's got. Sarah, any final words? Any final words before we call it a Thursday night and bring the conclusion to Ice Storm 23?
I mean, just everyone stay safe, stay warm, enjoy the solitude and not being reachable for a little while, and check in on your friends.
That's very well said. Ariel, let's go to you. I assume you're going to be hoping for children being crushed under snow forts.
I mean, number one, yes.
Yeah.
But then everything Sarah said, and I want to wish you and that little cutie on your head a happy Easter.
Well, thank you. A little cutie for a little cutie. And folks, remember, the weather is supposed to be nice tomorrow. For Dimitri Kyres, Sarah Ellis, and Ariel Drew, thank you so much for watching. We will see you on Monday right here on twitch.tv/athomewithjames. Until then, I am James. You are you. We were here. Good night, goodbye, farewell, and of course, be well.